I believe like with my sport, because of the amount of people that are involved in it, you know, you're not just fighting the other guy that was trained by the other coach over there on the other side of the ring. You know, you're also fighting the referee. You're also fighting the judges. You're also fighting the fans around, you know, the friends, the family, the ones that are booing at you. You suck, and trying to get in your head while you're like 9 years old. You know, we're just kids learning and fighting. What that did for me, it made me who I am in every aspect of life.
Pressure can create diamonds, but it also exposes fractures. Teofimo Lopez has always fought like a man racing toward destiny. Loud presence, explosive hands, unshakable belief. He doesn't ease into moments, he attacks them.
Oh my God!
My father said, you gotta be an entertainer. He was seeing everybody else, all the other kids. He knew I could beat every kid. However, he just wanted to add a little bit more sauce into me. And what was it? He said, be different, have fun, enjoy yourself, entertain. And I always had that in me. I started boxing at the age of 6, officially. But before that, my father had me fighting and doing Taekwondo at 2 years old. So let's say from 2 all the way to 17, for 15 years, I didn't know where I was going. I didn't believe in myself like my father did. I did not. What my father instilled with me, and it stuck with me, were a lot of things that I could really say that has improved my living. Don't get hit. He always told me that. He's like, you know how to box, you know how to do this, just don't get hit. All he had to say was, don't get hit, and I already knew what that meant.
Yeah. 1, 2. Right hand again. Give me that right hand, baby. Give me that right hand.
Don't show it.
Right here, like that. Don't show it.
Right hand,
Okay, go.
Come over here.
Too fast for me. Go. Go, Jack. That's it.
From the Olympics to world titles, his career has moved with urgency. Like someone who never planned on settling in one place. He wanted this fight because Shakur represents the one thing Teofimo can't overpower with emotion alone: control.
Here. What we've been waiting for, man. Working on drills, foot drills, hand-eye reaction, everything. You know, my guy, TA, Go Feet Formula, that's what's about to happen right now. I'm about to enter the whole matrix.
So like you know, we already here. Fight week is on, and we at the UFC Facility Center. I've never seen him this great since right after the Olympics when he turned pro. Very explosive. Now it's a take back, and we just trying to focus on that and going to the next level, man, and taking over the 140 weight division, and that's what we focus on right now.
Two Olympians, both groomed for greatness. Always mentioned in the same conversations, yet never sharing the same ring. Like parallel lines daring boxing to finally let them collide. Teofimo's style is built on explosion and confidence. Sudden bursts that can flip rounds and momentum in seconds. A fighter who feeds off rhythm and reaction.
So it's really just trying to just keep it going, you know, keep moving forward throughout the whole time and throughout the whole process, and mainly just have fun with it. You know, you gotta have fun with what you do. You know, I love this. You know, I haven't stopped doing what I've done because of the fact that I enjoy what I do. You know, this has been 20 years in the making, 20 years in this. You know, and I have so much to do and so much to prove within myself. So mentally, I'm prepared. Physically, I'm more than ready. You know, and emotionally, oh, I'm on fire. You know, I'm on fire with it. You know, because all I ever did was try to be great. You know, and it's no longer trying. I am. You know, I am great. And it's all about just continuing and holding that. So it's all about just staying humble throughout the process, keeping myself level-headed, and really just enjoying each day that we get, because tomorrow's never promised.
When he's right, against Lomachenko or Josh Taylor, he looks untouchable. Sharp, creative, daring opponents to keep up. Training with his father, Lopez Sr., for Stevenson, Teofimo is focusing now on rounds, discipline, and smarter combinations. That's the Teofimo experience. Brilliance wrapped in risk, talent capable of winning big or unraveling fast, always chasing moments that turn fights into statements.
I'll tell you like this, a lot of these people, they're so ambitious, and it's okay to be, you have to. But the thing is, sometimes you don't get it because you're probably not gonna carry it the right way. You're probably not gonna be a people's champ. You're probably just gonna spend all your money, like a lot of these fighters do, on yourself rather than giving back. You know, it's all about being a people's champ. Muhammad Ali was the greatest of all time for those things, you know, and he made a strong, strong impact in this sport.
That's two.
Mastery isn't loud, it's consistent. Shakur Stevenson has moved toward this fight like it was always inevitable. Step by step, never rushing, never drifting. Another Olympian, but wired completely differently.
I like how he stay long and keep that angle.
Yeah, he keep the angle.
Keep his head off that
Position,
fucking
man,
line.
just in case. Especially with somebody fast like him with timing. You can't be out of position. You got
Yeah.
He strong as hell. He picked me up in there. It was fun though. Just to be in the ring with him, share the ring with him, test his IQ out a little bit, see some of the moves he doing, and I'm gonna go take with me when I go fight. So I appreciate Dre. You gonna run it back again? Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
Shakur learned early that the ring rewards those who think faster than they move. He doesn't chase names, he attracts them. And Teofimo has always been the loudest challenge in the room. Shakur's style is about subtraction, taking away space, options, confidence, until opponents are swinging at air and doubting their own timing. He doesn't fight for moments. He fights for minutes, stacking rounds with clean work, sharp counters, and footwork that feels unfair when you're chasing it.
I was looking at
It's
them.
looking bad today. That's how it's looking. Cole gonna break some and if he don't break some shit, he gonna beat the fuck out of him. Over this. Oh. Nice. Oh. Oh. Kill in reverse.
We don't care who it is. We have no friend. Shakur, if his cousin get in the ring, he gonna get this smoke. If his brother get in the ring, he gonna get this smoke. We have no friend. Strictly business.
Along the way, Shakur has built elite connections, gaining wisdom from minds like Andre Ward, Roy Jones Jr., Floyd Mayweather, and Terence Crawford. A rare blend of experience shaping his approach for Lopez. Losses haven't defined him because mistakes rarely repeat. He adjusts, refines, and returns sharper. Shakur wants this fight because Teofimo is chaos, and Shakur has built his entire identity on proving chaos can be solved.
If you see Shakur controlling the distance, giving him angles, keeping that fight sort of in the middle, you gotta favor Shakur. But if he's on the back foot, if he's on the ropes, I mean, that's gonna give Teofimo a lot of opportunity.
Antonio Tarver called it perfectly. This fight is a chess match disguised as a brawl. And he's right. His truth was simple. If Shakur controls distance and owns the center, he wins. If Teofimo forces spurts and closes space, he changes the night.
What makes Teofimo, I believe, dangerous in this fight, he throws both hands in succession. He's a combination type puncher, and that always serves well if you got a real slick defensive fighter. And
Tarver emphasized the details we forget when trading punchlines. Conditioning, mental focus, the household discipline that keeps a fighter sharp when the pressure peaks.
I said it could be, leaning toward becoming the face of boxing, because with Shakur being undefeated, having a big name like Teofimo Lopez on his record, hey, he's gonna have to.
That matters when rounds 9 through 11 feel like lifelines. Tarver labeled Teofimo a true combination puncher, someone who throws with intent in succession and can turn a clean sequence into chaos. That's why he warned Teofimo must press in calculated spurts, not explode blindly, or Shakur will turn it into a long, miserable night.
Name to see, can he beat one or two more guys and become the real fighter, the king around that 140, 147 division. It's a lot of action there, Mark.
Tavor leaned on history. When Teofimo showed up for Lomachenko and Josh Taylor, he became a different fighter. His conclusion was clear: the only version of Teofimo that beats Shakur is the ultra-focused one, violent with purpose, using his feet to get inside. But he also reminded us that Shakur has the tools to remain the cooler chess player.
Has the same opportunity. This is Shakur's toughest test, no doubt about it. The Williams-Zepeda fight was a tough test because of the style of fight that Zepeda brings, but Zepeda is not the boxer that Teofimo Lopez is. It's just not even close to the same category of boxing ability, technique, skill, experience, higher level. Like, it's not even close. So Shakur is going to have to answer those questions as well. If he believes, and he does, that he's the best in the world, this is...
Then Wade Plemons zoomed the lens out and reminded us why this fight matters at all. This is best versus best in their prime, he said. And boxing almost never gets that without a decade of excuses. This isn't about belts, it's about timing. These two have circled each other since the amateurs, and now there's nowhere left to hide behind later.
Traps for Teo in the fight continuously, and then eventually turn the temperature down on Teo and essentially try to starve him, right? Starve him of punches, starve him of volume, starve him of momentum and rhythm, right? Like, Teo's a big-time rhythm.
Wade broke down the face-off as the first mental exchange. Not fake hostility, posture, eye contact, who's answering questions versus talking through them. He pointed out that Teofimo genuinely respects Shakur's boxing, and that matters. Dismissive fighters get embarrassed. Respectful ones prepare.
With his movement, once he gets in that flow, it's a little bit tough to stop that ball rolling down the hill. If Shakur can just be an interrupter in this fight and interrupt timing, interrupt rhythm, interrupt momentum, I could see that being the way he wants to approach it and frustrating.
But Wade didn't let Shakur off easy. He said it flat out: this is Shakur's defining moment. Not just being great, but proving it against someone who can punch back and think. When he discussed the move to 140, you could hear the skepticism. This isn't theory anymore, it's reality check territory.
A basketball analogy. Shakur Stevenson averaged about 25 points a game, right? But every game he scored about 23, 24, 27, 28. He just had a good baseline. With Teofimo averaged about 22 points a game. Some games he only have 10, but other games he got 50.
Gotcha.
You understand what I'm trying to...
Breadman Edwards stepped in like the calm voice who's seen this movie before. He warned against treating this like Shakur will just walk through Teofimo. Shakur's consistency is elite. He gives you the same level every night. That's why the odds lean his way.
Is that the guys who've given Teofimo movement and the guys who've tried to press, he hasn't looked good. But when he's made fighters come to him and he could kind of like line them up for his counter punches a little bit better. So he's obviously a fighter that likes you to come to him more than a fighter that likes to come to you and kind of start.
But Breadman flipped it. Teofimo's athleticism, explosiveness, and confidence create volatility, and volatility wins fights when it peaks at the right time. This isn't about bullying Shakur. It's about whether Teofimo can force him into chaos without losing discipline. Shakur is chasing mastery. Teofimo is chasing moments. Control versus volatility. Two Olympians colliding while they're still sharp, still hungry, still dangerous. That's why this fight matters, because whichever way it breaks, someone's story changes forever. Drop your take in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Boxing Headquarters.